though.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you back.
Hi.
Hi.
So my question is, do you think you have any traits that you might share with Mary, or you just like complete opposites?
We look a lot alike. Thank you. We have the same voice. She's a much better fighter than I am. I'm as good of a shot.
Ooh.
It's true. I think we're both bossy. I'm a little bit more of a fraidy cat. I'd be a lot less inclined to go into a house full of vampires than she would. And I think she's more guarded than I am. Understandable, she's had a rough year. But I think that the longer you play a character, weirdly, the more your personal traits start blending in. And I don't know if that's just how it works, or whether the writers start doing it and I don't notice that's what's happening, or if you just can't help put more of yourself in there. But there are times when you're reading a script and I'm like, well, I wouldn't do that. I'm like, it's not me. Mary is doing that. Damn it. She shouldn't do that. But yeah, there's definitely a Venn diagram, right? But yeah. Do you think? Oh, you don't know. Yeah. So there's definitely overlap. I think there has to be, to a certain degree. Hopefully not all of it. Thank you. Hello.
Hi. First, I just want to say that Mary as a character reminds me a lot of my mom, specifically with how your hair, the hair design. My mom has really super long and curly hair, and it's really awesome, and you're beautiful.
Awesome. Thank you.
My question is, since Dean has his iconic car, Baby, and it's, you know, the iconic car of the show, if Mary had her own car that was like iconic to her, what do you think it would be?
I keep picturing like a 67 Mustang Fastback. Interesting. Is the Impala 67? Maybe that's why I said 67. Anyway, like a 60s Mustang, cream color with gold, tan interior. Fat wheels, big engine. And they got me an electric blue Dodge Charger. Super subtle. Yeah, so I was like, well, she that's when she was grown up, she wanted an old car, but maybe she's like, look at all this fancy new stuff, it's got GPS. Not that she has any idea how to use it. But yeah, I think a muscle car runs in the blood of the family. So
Awesome, thank you.
Maybe the Dodge Charger will accidentally end up in a ditch. And there'll just happen to be a Mustang at the show. We'll see. Robert and Phil, can you please make a note of that? Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So, like somebody else already said, I love you a lot. You're really amazing, beautiful. Your acting skills are out of this world. So,
Thank you.
I just wanted
You
to
can say
ask-
that for like, I'll give you 10 minutes to stop saying that.
I just wanted to ask, out of all of the holidays, what's your favorite? Like, doesn't have to be one you celebrate. Just like, what's your favorite holiday?
4th of July. I love it. There's this piece of me that is so crazy about Americana, like old American muscle cars, country music, pickup trucks. And the 4th of July with like the parades and the cards and the tires and the fire truck and the... I don't know what it is all my life. Like the fireworks and the hot night and the lightning bugs, and I love it.
Thank you. Love you.
Thank you. Love you back.
Hi.
Hi.
I just want to know, what's the strangest or weirdest photo op that anyone has ever had you do?
There's so many. Oh, God. What's the weirdest one you've done?
For my J2, I was crying to Jensen's chest.
Was that planned?
No.
Okay. I don't think that's weird. I think that's sweet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times there's like a whole story, and it's not weird. We just sometimes they just tell us, and we take the picture, and they leave, and we're like, "Did you do that right? I don't know if I did that right." We're really concerned that you get what you want. And we're like, "I did that wrong." You're gonna be upset, and then you see the picture, and you're like, so that's we love the more creative the better.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hello. My question is, since Christmas is coming up, I was wondering if you have any Christmas traditions?
If I do?
Yeah.
I do. The rule is I get the most presents. And every Christmas we invite all of our friends after, like around noon, after all the chaos. And I make popovers. Does anyone know what popovers are? Yeah. And they're like this big. And then we just lie on the floor the rest of the day. They're so good. And that's it. Who's heckling my popovers? Don't you? Do you know what they are? No. Okay. No, they're not little muffin things. They're eggs and milk and salt, and that's it. And you put them in like skinny, tall cupcake tins, and they grow and they fill with air, so they look like a chef hat, right? Like straight, and they go like this, and you slice it, and then you cook it for 10 more minutes, and it gets crispy on the edges, and it's like a pancakey, crepey thing that you fill with scrambled eggs and butter, and it's the best thing in the world. I will not have you dissing Papa. No, turnovers come different planet. So yes,
Thank you.
popovers and presents and pajamas.
Peace.
Hi.
Hi. I love you. Just want to say that.
Thank you.
And my question was, I asked Jake Abel this, but I wanted to know your perspective on it. If Adam got to come back on the show, what do you think that interaction with Mary would be like?
I'd be like, no, okay, here's the truth. And it's not super funny, but first I check the birth certificate, check the dates, and once that passed within a reasonable window, it'd be fine. He could come to Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
I'm not going to hell together. I mean, sorry. But if he managed to get out on his own, I'd let him eat turkey.
Thank you.
Hello. Hi. I wanted to know if Jared and Jensen ever dared to prank you.
Well, that is the best way to phrase that question.
And maybe what's your favorite thing on set?
My favorite thing on set?
What your favorite thing that you've ever done on set?
They have not pranked me.
They're smart.
They're terrified of me, obviously. I worry that it's coming. And we were just talking about the fact that maybe I should prank them first. Yes. And blame it on Alex. I think that's the best way to go. Like, I would never do that. I've been here for 13 years. I've never done that. Why would I start now? Obviously, look at him. He's so guilty. It's like, Alex, you have to come out of your trailer. No. And as far as like what I like to do on set, I love the stuff where I'm like sliding across the floor and hacking off vampires' heads. Stuff is so fun and crazy. Flying through doorways and just fighting, and because I don't get to do a lot of that in my real life. Driving the car, although I had to drive the car with Jensen and Jared and Misha. It was the episode last year where we rescued them after they broke out of their jail, and they were in there like running around the woods. And so, it was terrible. It was such like a girl moment. It's pitch black. We're in the middle of the woods. I have to drive to a bridge at a clip, not like nice. I'm like, and then they're like, and now you have to turn off the flicker the lights, and the engine's gonna, and then you have to come to a stop in the middle of the bridge on the mark. I'm like, okay. And they have me back up, no lights. I'm not kidding, like the middle of Stanley Park, like one fake moon. And so I'm driving, and it's snowing, and I have to go around a bend, and I back up, and I finally get to the right spot, and we're waiting, and they're like, action, and I hit the gas and go backwards. Guess how forgiving they were. I'm just like, of all times. I never have done that before, of course. So yeah, there was, that was fun. And really gave me a lot of credibility. So that wasn't my favorite. But I do enjoy the stomping around in my big boots and carrying a machete. Like, hey, I got my own machete. You see? I got my own machete. I got blood on it. See that vampire head? I did that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi! I'm so excited to see you again.
Thank you.
I had the pleasure of meeting you on set for Con Man in June of 2015. I was an extra, as well as my friend Edna over here.
I was doing this.
I have a picture of it, actually.
Do you?
And you were so wonderful with us, chatting backstage, supernatural fan theories.
I remember this, right?
And it was so much fun, so I thank you for that.
Of course.
So my question for you is, what is the likelihood we will see you back on Con Man, or that you will come to Kings of Con?
I have no idea on either. I'm open to both. Have to be invited. And I have to be available. But of course, either one. I love all involved. Nathan and Alan have been friends of our family for a long time. And of course, Rich and Rob have been family friends from this family for a long time. So either or both. There might be conflict if I do both. I don't know. Would there be conflict? No? Okay. Well, will you tell them?
I would love to.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I guess Alan would have to be flying again on a plane if I'm a flight attendant.
This is true.
Yes, that's true. I spent half my career playing flight attendants, by the way. I'm either a flight attendant or I die. One or the other.
Thank you very much.
Hi. Hi. So, in my friend group, I'm known as the klutz who embarrasses herself and goes to the hospital all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So, I was wondering if you have a funny story of doing something embarrassing.
Well, would you like them alphabetically? I was talking this morning about, was anyone here at breakfast this morning? Morning's Mary? So you know this story, I'm sorry, you can look at your phones. During the Stuck in the Middle with You episode, where Misha has been stabbed by Ramiel, which wasn't totally my fault, okay? Putting that out there. Some my fault, but not all my fault. Misha, we decided he was going to actually lean on me a bit so that it looked real, and I have to burst through this barn door. And it was a real barn. It was a huge door, and I'm just like, okay. God, and we go through, and the minor injury part of the story is that I kept doing that, and by the third or fourth take, I'm like, that's not right. And apparently what had been happening is there's cross beams on the door, and I was just hitting it just perfectly. So I had like 3-inch, like dark black purple bruises on my hip, and I'd come home, and my husband's like, you're supposed to fake it. And then the stunt coordinator insisted I put on knee pads because it was a concrete floor, it was really cold, it was like 30 degrees in the barn. Yeah, see, they're already laughing. It's like, no. This was after the driving incident. Hello. So the stunt coordinator insisted I put on knee pads. He's like, you could fall. And I'm like, do you understand what that is going to entail? First of all, my jeans are not loose. And I have long johns. And I have like a long john shirt and a t-shirt and a flannel shirt and a jacket and my puffy coat and 2 pairs of socks and boots and a mic wire. I'm like, this is going to take 35 minutes. It's like, you got to do it. Because I can't just like pull up my jeans and put the knee pads. Everything has to come off. And I need like a crew to get this done. But I go do it, everyone's waiting, and I come back out and they're all like, okay. So we go and and I drop him on the seat, and I fall down. Not on my knees. Like, it was snowing and wet, and I went down so hard, like crash, hit my tailbone, hit my elbows, and then, you know those trolleys that you carry like a giant container of helium or something on? Mm-hmm. Knocked that over with my head. Oh. And Brad, the cameraman, was like,
4, 5, 4, 5. Where's my woman? I was doing pixels. Hey, everybody. Hey. This is our first, panel together.
I know.
It's the first time I've really seen Sam not stuck to a ceiling on fire.
Yeah. Could you not, fire extinguisher or something?
He wasn't very prepared, was he?
I know, you looked
For
really...
a guy that was, supposed to be a demon hunter, I just sort of
Well, you weren't a demon hunter yet.
No, I had a pre-lifer demon hunter, didn't I?
No, that was me. He's pretty.
Maybe you should have taught me some stuff. I would have had a fire extinguisher.
Valid point.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
Oh, I didn't know anything that says what I know about this show. I thought the dude... it doesn't matter what I thought. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's okay. John did a fair bit of drinking.
Yes. And he still does. Wherever he is. Backstage here in San Francisco.
Where is it? I didn't see that.
It's because I drank it.
What
What are y'all doing, man?
I know, they all look at all the devices.
Seriously, though,
They don't do that when I'm up here by myself.
I like devices.
I've heard.
But, when I found out that we were doing a panel together, I was like, we never really worked together. We did some still photos.
A second, yeah.
We did some still photos from when he comes back from Vietnam. John. That's my character's name, right? And then you burned on the ceiling and you were gone. And
there was one little scene where I'm leaving the nursery and you come in and I hand you the kid.
That's it.
We have a cumulative 90 seconds of that.
That's it. And then someone told me today that we were in an episode together, but not together. In season 1, you had a flashback and I was with Missouri or something.
Right. The same episode, but not at the same time.
No, never together. But I'm
very
hoping,
nice
I've
of
got
them.
fucking high hopes that you and I are going to work together.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if I came back to life after 30 33 years. You've only got like 10 to overcome.
No, I'm totally good to go. I think John's ready to go.
Do you have Andrew's
Wait,
number?
aren't you having like an affair though with some dude?
No.
It was one time.
But he's kind of douchey, right?
Well, I killed him.
But did you?
Apparently not.
That's actually valid.
Not permanently. But you could totally take him.
I'll take him.
Yeah.
If I can ever get out of wherever I am.
I know.
I don't know where I am.
As soon as I get out of where I am, we'll come look for you.
Where are you?
I'm in some apocalypse world. Lucifer.
I am too! Look you up. That's awesome. Maybe I'll run into you on the road. I got a baseball bat. You'll recognize me.
I have a machete, so we're good.
I sense our marriage like hooking back up.
I'm all for it.
I got space for a new wife too.
Should that worry me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it should. Should we take questions? I forgot about how this works.
Hello.
Hey!
Really fast.
Is it beating your fingers?
Yeah.
She's like, my heart's beating.
Right, I'm like,
It's like, sorry, that's not your heart. Yeah.
okay, so if everything didn't go like it did in the beginning, how many more kids do you guys think John and Mary would have had?
I think we'll find out when Supernatural 2 hits. I don't know, how many more kids do we have?
Military, you have like a
John got snipped.
ton, right?
No, he didn't.
TMI, honey.
And after that other kid, what's with Adam?
That was after I was dead. Otherwise, you would be in so much trouble.
There's like 20 years of this show that I have to see. And I get weird information from fans. Like someone will tell me.
Conflicting stuff?
Yeah, like not a little bit conflicting, like a lot conflicting. It took me 10 years to figure out that people thought John was bad. I'm like, what are you talking about? He sacrificed his life for his kids. No, he's an asshole.
Finally. Well, if it makes you feel any better, there's Mary Must Die blogs out there.
Oh, I tried to hide those from you. I didn't know you were that tech savvy.
I'm rethinking this reunion.
No, it's a reunion. It's a good reunion. I would never write anything bad about you. Mary must live forever, as she does in my heart.
Charmer.
Hi. I wanted to start off by saying I love you, even if my dad doesn't approve. And
Are you talking to me or Sam? I mean, we're in San Francisco. And by the way, come on, have you seen her?
yeah,
All right, I'll go for it. All right, me.
So my question for you is, were you aware of Lucille's appearance in the show beforehand, or was it a surprise for you like it was for me?
Lucille's parents?
No. Appearance.
Dean had the bat and he said my dad would have loved this.
Never mind.
Oh, this is so confusing.
Sorry.
Lucille's parents, right? Right, that's right. John had a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes.
I'm confused.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know we called it Lucille's parents.
You're gonna have to handle this one on your own.
No, don't leave. No. Stay.
I'll stand here for moral support till you get through this hard time.
Yeah, just tell me a little bit more about Lucille's parents thing.
Appearance.
Appearance.
You have no idea how hard it is to be me.
Fail. I still love you.
My wife.
Thank you.
My one and only. I love you, Sam.
Love you back.
Love you, Mary. Oh, Mary. Okay, not her parents.